Force won't work. Locked.
Interesting. It may still be in working order. Force won't work.
The doors loom above you, one step closer to the Council, one step closer to divinity. The others must surely be thinking the same. After all, only one of you can ultimately ascend. Time for an honest discussion, perhaps.
So, I guess this is it. I can't see two ways about it. I need to be myself again. Finally. I can't risk getting shut out by this demon. It wants to keep me quiet, to rule in place of me. I need to make sure I'm strong enough that it can never seize control again. I won't let it make me silent in my own skin. I need to ascend. Let's do this.
Looks like we're at the end of the line. Look, divinity is an immense responsibility. All that power, it corrupts. I saw what it did to Lucian, a soldier like me. I won't let that happen to anyone else, for their sake, and the sake of Rivellon. I must ascend.
He nods once, decisively.
I'll support you. Let's go.
Well. This is, as they say, it. Divinity. Surreal, is it not? So much more insubstantial, almost, than desiring an empire, or vengeance, or fame. That said, I'll not deny I very much aspire to the surreal. No greater emperor than the one that sits on the throne of gods.
He sighs deeply.
Oh, you'll probably think this highly uncharacteristic of me, but I'm inclined to agree. This journey of ours, this strange and violent pilgrimage, it has changed some preconceptions. It's not so much that my desires have changed, it's that they've multiplied. They were like a diamond kept hidden in a secret pocket for none but me to see. But then the diamond was forced into the open, held against the light. And in that light, so many colours I never knew were there. Sadder, the promise of dragons. I value them more highly now even than divinity. The final prize is yours. I'm content to follow a more unexpected path.
So, this is the ancient academy of the Eternals.
I suspect it has seen better days.
A bit like yourself.
A Voidwoken stares intently at you. This creature seems different. It sways with a sinewy purpose. Intelligence glints in its eyes. What you were told hangs in the air like a noxious cloud. The Voidwoken were Eternals, robbed of their source in order to create you. They allied themselves with the Void so they could return.
Suddenly, it all makes sense. Folks will do anything to survive. Who could blame them?
Progress is annihilation of one way of life by another. I guess we're progress.
What they pursued for power, which is what they're doing still. One has to admire their tenacity.
Boring. A beam? Perhaps we can harness its power somehow.
An automaton still and silent before you. A faint glow pulsates from within its chest cavity, dormant perhaps. A compartment in the side of the contraption appears to be empty. There's a part missing. The capacitor sparks and fizzles. Then, the pulsating light begins circulating throughout the automaton. It rises. The automaton looms above you. A lone, glowing eye takes you in dispassionately.
Hello, Godwoken.
The automaton peers in close at your face.
You are a fine specimen. Most fine. Your arrival is long overdue. This is the Academy. It is a place of great learning. I am the Seneschal. I serve both those who teach and those who come to learn. Those like you. Allow me to show you. The Academy exists to help unveil the divine from amongst the Godwoken. You must enter the temple, then prove yourself in the arena of the One. Godwoken should be able to enter without issue. It seems that the Academy has been impeded due to neglect or interference. I appear to have been tampered with. Whoever is responsible may have caused similar damage elsewhere. Apologies, Godwoken. I trust you will be able to overcome any difficulties. It's quite simple. Defeat all others.
I have no idea what any of this means.
I can understand this reads in the footsteps of the Eternals, but what that means remains... An ancient library. I feel right at home.
Here we go.
Ow! I think I'm missing something here. Ow! I think I'm missing something.
I think I'm missing something here.
Ow! I think I'm missing something here. I think I'm missing something here. I'm missing something here. This won't work. This is it. The Temple of the One.
At last, this journey is almost done.
Vile, sniveling little beast. How dare you? How dare you reject us? How many times did I have to tell you? I am eternal. Perhaps I should thank you. If not for your cruelty, I would not have met him. If not for your crimes, I would never have been reunited with my people. But now I am whole. And soon you will be torn to pieces.
You face a familiar foe. Before you was a dwarf you once knew, or at least thought you did. You see in his sneer a new beast. Nobility twisted into arrogance. Coarseness turned to cruelty.
The God King has birthed a new son. I don't fight the coming storm. I am the coming storm, and you won't be escaping it, old friend.
Yes, it's me. In the flesh, to an extent. No such thing for those who scar themselves for the God King. I've found a new master. A kind master. A promise of eternity. Through him, I shall be free.
Godwoken, are your studies complete? All Godwoken have completed their studies. I take you now to the Arena of the One. There you may fall, or you may rise. So it begins. The first Godwoken to enter the wellspring becomes divine. May the new divine be worthy. For the rest, may she have mercy on your soul. To the wellspring, begin!
cornered.
So good of you to come, God-awoken. You know, you are many things, but above all, you are reliable. Reliable to the point of being predictable. You came to the wellspring. I followed. The Lady Vengeance is, after all, my ship. And now here we all are.
It is time, mistress.
She gives you a long and steady look, as if it is the last time you shall see each other for the rest of eternity. Then she dips her chin in acknowledgement. You are almost her equal.
Yes, Wiedemann. It is time.
She raises the Aetherin. Like a divining rod to water, it seeks the wellspring and finds it. The device hums to life.
We are done, mistress.
Yes, Wiedemann, we are done. And so too, Godwoken, are you. Soon you shall be little more than relics of a bygone time, and this place shall be your tomb. Goodbye.
It might be wise to look for a way out of here. Really? Do you think so?
The ritual has failed. The structure lies in ruins, but you have at least survived. You should feel relief, disappointment, confusion, anything but the rage that wells up from deep within you. The rage grows, burning hotter than the volcano itself, tearing at you, seeking to overpower your senses. The red mist wants to descend. The red mist feels like it does not belong to you. The red mist feels alive. And it wants you. A familiar figure materializes before you. A copy of yourself, enraged. Your own face glowers at you in hateful fury. It opens its mouth. And your furious god begins to speak. The Titan lies in pieces before you. The god controlling it is dead by your hand. Lava roils as earthquakes rumble around you. Shockwaves of sound pierce the air, the growl of shifting ground. Suddenly, a voice echoes in your mind. It's Malady. Where the hell are you, she calls. Ah, find my beacon. We need to get out of here now. Her voice crackles and dissipates in your mind.
I guess when I said never again, I really meant once or twice more. Okay. 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 The Hall of Echoes once more. Our home away from home. Close indeed. You almost became a god, and instead you're still... you. At least you managed to murder one of the 7. Quite the spectacle. I've never seen anything so... Let's talk about this later. I need to rest. We've still one big jump to go, but... it'll have to wait.
She casts her gaze around, taking in the streaming bluish ether. She breathes a deep, ragged breath.
At least, it's quite beautiful here, isn't it? I'm going to take a rest, sort myself out. I suggest you do the same. Speak to the ship if you need me. She'll know where to find me. This may be your last bit of respite before the storm blows in again, Godwoken. Enjoy it. You deserve that much.
After all that's just happened, life, every flawed morsel of it, seems more precious to you than ever. You look around at those who have accompanied you so far. In each one, something unique shines through. Divinity has eluded you so far, but humanity beats strong within you, here and now. Who knows what lies ahead for you, for your companions? Your quest failed. The void is growing stronger, and the hall is dark. You feel the need for some affection. Perhaps they feel it too. Ifan grimaces and growls at you.
With you? Not so much. I'm fine up here.
He folds his arms and looks away, clearly not interested in what you're after.
Alone? Together? You and me? I love that. Lead the way, Chief.
As you move to go below decks, the live wood creaks and groans. The steps you thought you knew lead you to a part of the ship you've never seen before. A newly carved nook that smells of resin and wood chips. Touching the wall beneath your fingers, the live wood hums at your touch. You understand that the Lady Vengeance has carved this space for you in gratitude for your help. You enter and feel the presence of the ship recede, offering you the total privacy of a moment alone with your companion. The first moment you have been truly alone together.
Would you get a load of this place?
She saunters around the room, inspecting it like she plans to move in. She tosses her head over her shoulder and calls out to you in an affected tone.
I suppose it will do, darling.
Her face cracks into a smile, then a laugh.
So, what should we do? Wait, don't answer that.
She digs into her pack, skipping over to you, and sits on the ground at your feet, then tugs your hand for you to sit on the ground too. She sets an empty bottle on the ground between you and looks at you impishly.
Let's play a game. It's called Spout's Choice. We each take a turn spinning this here bottle, and whoever the spout points to, well, I'll explain that part when we get there. You can go first.
She takes your hand and places it on the bottle, on its side between you.
Go on, spin.
The bottle swishes in circles as it spins. Losa watches it intently as it lands, pointing directly at her. She smiles and blushes.
Well, in this game, you're meant to plant one on whoever the bottle lands on.
She flutters her eyelashes in exaggerated coquettishness, her blush deepening. She kisses you back, gently, more gently than you expected, then leans away, flushed with color.
My... My turn.
She spins the bottle, and it twirls and twirls, and comes to a rest, pointing into a no-man's land to the left of your knee. She doesn't lift her eyes from the bottle, but quickly corrects it to face you. She looks up then, drawing an arc with her eyes from the bottle's tip to your gaze. Her dark eyes are deeper, lusher than ever before.
Hey, Chief.
She crawls across the space between you and climbs into your lap, wrapping her legs around you. She holds her head back, but inches her body closer to yours. She is warm against you, warmer than she should be, her weight a comforting anchor in this foreign place.
Wait, just a little bit. Look, I don't know what's going to happen from here on out. I don't know if we'll find Dallas. I don't know which one of us is going to, you know, all the stuff they say we'll do. I don't even know if I'm still going to be myself much longer. But I do know that I'm happier now than I've ever been in my life. You make me feel like I have a voice. Like I'm not just a host. Like I'm a real person. I need to tell you something. The thing is, well, you know, when two people get to know each other pretty well, it's just, I love you.
Suddenly, you feel the thud, thud, thud of her heart hammering against her chest and into yours.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you too.
One tear streams out of the corner of her eye as she breaks into a fit of laughter and throws herself forward, knocking you to the ground, her whole body wrapped around yours.
Oh, I've wanted you for so long. I've wanted you like this for so long.
She grins and takes your chin softly in her hand, parting your lips. She comes close to your mouth, so close, then licks your lips, once, twice, and kisses you softly, soft as your first time, then harder, deeper, her tongue swirling around yours. She tugs at your clothes and growls in your ear.
Get these off!
She nips and kisses newly exposed flesh all over your body, running her mouth from your neck to your belly button, down to your shins, up to your thighs.
Oh, that is one beautiful woman.
She sits up on her knees, still straddling your hips, and shimmies out of every last article of clothing. Her body is smooth and soft, flesh dipping generously beneath your hands. You could take handful after handful of her and never have enough.
Here I am, all of me, and I want all of you.
She moves her body slowly, slowly, slowly over yours, until you are one person, the surprise of it, the perfection of it making you both gasp. She moves in small circles, your bodies joined like they were made for each other, like they were never meant to be apart.
Oh, you're perfect. You're perfect.
She smiles and moves faster, harder. Sweat glistens across her collarbone.
Like this?
She keeps the pace, her eyes locked with yours, a half-drugged smile on her lips.
This is it. This is my cure. You're my cure.
You are one in the night, one great beautiful being, your bodies aching with desire where they touch, your mind ablaze, your souls entwined, growing great, greater, greater, greater.
How could I have gone this long without you?
In this infinite moment, it feels you'll never be apart again. Losa yawns and stretches, arching her whole body like a cat. She folds into you, her head on your chest, arm draped around your body.
I'm gonna love you for the rest of my life, you know. However long that is. I sure hope so. But if it isn't, well, I meant what I said last night. I can't believe I went all these years without having that.
She looks up and down the length of your body.
In my life. If I have to give it all up and become some limping demon thrall tomorrow, well, let no one say it didn't end on a high note. So, I guess we should get back out there. Save the realm, stop the void, blah blah blah. You have no idea how much I needed that.
She plants a quick kiss on your lips and a bite on your neck.
Let's get out of here, Chief.
Not many things I can fetch around here, but who cares, eh? Look at this place!
Hail.
Spoken to Malady yet? She said to talk to the Lady Vengeance when we're ready to move on.
Sabile's spirit watches your approach like a spectator on a beach watches the waves roll in with a soothing inevitability.
It's so cold. I haven't felt cold in centuries. What happened? I just remember... Oh no. No, that can't be right. This is... wonderful! What a fascinating experience! And I will be able to spend eternity studying you creatures. No more having to watch from the shadows. No more having to walk mysterious social tightropes.
The skeleton pulls a notebook from the folds of his robes and starts scribbling. As you walk away, you hear him muttering about Observations on the Mortal Races, Volume 1.
Take whatever time you need to gather yourself, my friend. When you are ready, we can proceed. It shall be done.
Malady's face is drawn. She seems tired, somewhat subdued. She looks you over and squints.
What's wrong with you? You seem... happy. It's written all over you. In truth, I'm glad to see it. A joyful God is a just God.
I've had some time to think, and there's a few matters I want to discuss before we carry on. I doubt you've forgotten the death of Meister Siva.
She swallows hard and closes her eyes for a moment, as though trying to dispel a dizzy spell.
She and I had a deal, you see. A deal that's now quite obviously defunct. According to its terms, I was to help you ascend to divinity, and she was to help me with another matter. The details aren't important now, it's just... never mind. Another entangling alliance. But I won't be able to disentangle it on my own. There may come a time when I need to count on you as an ally. So, are we? Allies, that is. I'm glad to hear you say that. We do make quite the team, don't we? I found out where Dallas is heading. There's a great city not far from Driftwood, Arx by name. It's controlled by Magisters, so you'll have your work cut out for you. We have to find out what she's planning to do with the powers of the Seven. You'll need to find her and take back what she stole, and quickly, before she does something irreversible. Dallas, or any of the others for that matter, cannot be allowed to use the powers of the gods. She doesn't understand what must be done. She doesn't understand how to rule. It's quite simple, really. Chaos is a fact of life, surer than any other. Power is one of the few structures that can cut a line through that chaos. If wielded well, that line will mean stability, order, a comfort against the unknowable, changing forces of chaos. If wielded poorly, the line will mean domination, terror, different from chaos, but no better. Dallas, and the others like her, Alexander, the Mother Tree, the Prince of Shadows, they are little better than demons, really. They seek power at the expense of others, not to create stability, but to create servants. Look at my face, Godwoken. What do you see? I suppose we all see what we want to see. When I look in the mirror, I see balance. Balance between darkness and light, between good and evil. Whatever those categories mean. When the time comes for you to ascend, remember my face. Remember that despite any shortcomings you might have, if you can bring a semblance of balance to the world, you'll have done as good as the Seven did. And if you can be stronger than them, you'll do all the better. The Seven are gone, slain by their Godwoken, slain by you. You have the potential, the obligation even, to do better than they did. To create a better world than the world they made. I know what evil is, Godwoken. I've seen what chaos can do. It isn't how I picture Rivellon's future. You are my insurance against that. Now, there's little time to spare. We need to get you to Arx, find Dallas, take back what she stole. Shall we go? Waiting is what I do best.
Spoken to Malady yet? She said to talk...
The day was lost, and no one won. Divinity is still up for grabs. Will you be the one to grab it? Naught but the demon I'm hunting. A trivial task, really, compared to your current pursuits of divinity. I did. She's quite graciously taking us to demon-haunted...
Just say the word, and our journey shall continue.
Thane is busy scribbling.
Just say the word, and our journey shall continue.
Really? Do you think so?
Fane is busy scribbling in his ephemeral notebook.